I will be the last presenter for module number 8. So in this session, we are going to examine why student support systems are the most crucial subsystem for ensuring the effectiveness of distance education. We will explore how support creates institutional value and ensures that education remains inclusive and accessible for all learners. So for this specific discussion, we are going to focus on learning objective number 3 of the module 8. Explain why a student support system is a crucial aspect of an education or of an effective distance education system. As we will see, success depends on an integrated learning system where technical, administrative, and academic supports interrelate to help learners succeed despite being separated from their teachers and peers. So support is crucial because distance institutions often face lower graduation rates than conventional universities. This is a problem known as distance education deficit, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. The impact of support is measurable. For identical courses, success rate can jump from 16% to 61% when support is added, proving that academic content alone is not enough for most learners, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. So the primary reason for the success deficit is isolation. Students feel separated from their teachers and peers. So this isolation creates a psychological gap in the learning environment, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. Effective support systems provide flexible and accessible resources that help students feel valued and ensure the system remains manageable, as mentioned by Moisey and Hughes in 2008. So support must address the whole system or the whole students. Simpson in 2015 identifies three categories. Those are the cognitive support, the organizational support, and the emotional support. Cognitive support involves teaching and feedback. Organizational support helps students manage their study time and balance family or job demand. And finally, emotional support is necessary to develop the motivation and self confidence required to handle the stress of learning and assessment. Training for personnel is a vital component of the support system. Suplala and Westergaard in 2007 argued that all support staff must be trained to understand the specific characteristic of adult and independent learners. This is especially true for technical staff because many adult learners are new to computer skills. Staff must be trained to provide responses that are timely, empathetic, and never condescending. A strong orientation process is essential for success in distance education. An orientation for distance learners makes them fully aware of the characteristics of distance education and their role as students, as mentioned by Saplala and Westergaard in 2007. This process helps learners understand which study habits are imperative to cultivate and which academic rules they must follow. So to be effective, support must be proactive. So institutions can use learning analytics to predict which students are most likely to succeed based on factors like previous education, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. We cannot wait for students to ask for help. Simpson in 2015 also argues that students who need services the most are often the least likely to ask for them, making proactive institutional outreach essential. So inclusive success requires specific support for students with disabilities. Distance learning offers many students their first real access to higher education, but it also presents barriers like uncaptioned media, as mentioned by Moisey and Hughes in 2008. Research shows that providing individualized disability specific services um, leads to significantly higher course completion rates for these students. So there is a strong economic argument for student support. Retention equals revenue because every student who stay in school preserves future courses fees, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. And proactive retention activities can yield a return on investment of up to 450%, as also mentioned by Simpson in 2015. For large institutions, an effective support system can create a financial surplus of several million pounds, as mentioned by Simpson in 2015. So support system provides metacognitive help by teaching students how to learn online. So the goal is to transform passive students into self-directed and active learners, as mentioned by Moisey and Hughes in 2008. So this includes providing resources for time management, library research, and academic honesty to ensure students can navigate their program independently, as mentioned also by Moisey and Hughes in 2008. So, in conclusion, a student support system is crucial because it bridges the isolation gap and ensures inclusive, profitable success. So, however, the system is only truly successful when it empowers the learner. As Saplala and Westergaard in 2007 state, the goal is to win students away from dependence on the institution, helping them develop into independent and autonomous problem solvers. So these are our resources. So I will be posting the discussion prompts along with this presentation in our discussion forum. Thank you so much for watching.